Hi guys, this is Brad Lincoln from Pathway to Oz with one of Brad's quick bits. Okay, now guys, one of the questions I get asked all the time when talking to potential students about studying in Australia is the requirements for the visa. And the biggest requirement that makes people very, very nervous is the financial requirement. Okay, so what is the financial requirement? Basically, you need to state in your visa application that you have enough funds for your first year of tuition fees and living expenses in Australia. Now, of course, the first year of tuition fees is going to vary dramatically depending on what it is you're going to study. But the first year of living expenses, you're going to be looking at needing to show that you've got access or can support yourself with about $25,000, okay, just for the living expenses, plus your first year of tuition fees on top of that. Now, people always ask me, so how do they get around the financial requirement? Well, essentially, you never really get around the financial requirement. You've always got to state that you do have access to these funds and you genuinely can get access to it. Now, the difference being is where people get a bit confused is not everyone always has to show proof of having these funds available to them, okay? Now, why this is because basically there's two main elements. Your country of origin has an assessment level. The school you're applying to also has an assessment level. So for example, if you're coming from an assessment level 3 country, which is classed as the higher risk, if you're coming from an assessment level 3 country and are applying to go to an assessment level 3 school, you are 100% gonna have to show IELTS, GTE statements, previous documents, and the big one, financials. Okay, you're gonna need to show bank statements or loan agreements that you have access to these funds for your study in Australia. Now, on the other hand, if you're from an assessment level 3 country and you've applied to go to an assessment level 1 school, you then only really have to supply your GTE statement, your visa application forms, of course, and just the very basic required documents. Financial statements and things like that, you would not have to prove. Please be aware that immigration can request these documents at any time, regardless of what the document checklist says. So guys, I hope that gives you a bit of an understanding why some people do have to supply financials and some people don't. But to find the best school and best course for your situation and to make that visa process as smooth as humanly possible, please never hesitate to contact the team at Pathway to Oz. Thanks.